I said, alrighty now. Guys, welcome back. Part 2 on the arrays with Solidity. Part 1, we hit a whole bunch of shenanigans we learned with memory storage, how to do it properly without doing push commands where it's expensive. We learned some cool stuff in Part 1. This is Part 2. Arrays. Let's dive in. Hopefully it's a quick one. We just have 2 things we got to go over. Could take a minute though. So I think Part 1 was nearing about 30 minutes. So that's why we broke it to 2 parts. 2 parts. Okay, so let's dive in. Arrays. Stack Club. This Stack Club contract will have many members like a club or an organization would. Okay? I'm trying to think. What is Stack Club? What's a Stack Club? Is it like a stack of clubs or a club of stacks? You know what I mean? It's a little chicken and egg situation in my brain, you know? Okay, so we'll track these members by keeping a list of their addresses. Got it. Okay, so members will be added by pushing their addresses to the top of the list. Members will be removed by popping the most recent one off the list. A last in, first out structure, just like a stack. That's the Stack Club. Got it. So it is a club of stacks. You know, I figured it is the club of stacks. Okay, so create a dynamic sized array called addresses. All right, so let's do it. Let's say it's an address array, and it's gonna be public, and we'll say members. Okay, so far so good, I believe. There's our dynamic sized array. We didn't declare the size. We didn't do anything like this. Any shimmy sham here. We just dynamically kept it an array. Okay, so create an external function called add member. So we'll say function add member, which has a single parameter address. We'll actually underscore address this to differentiate it from the type address, right? Let's see, it's going to return a Boolean. So we'll say returns a bool indicating whether the address is a member or not. Alrighty, so members dot, that's basically what we want to see, is if that's true. Does Solidity have a dot include deals? If this was a little JavaScript, you know, I would just do members dot include address. But you know, I think we're playing in a different landscape here. So let's see. So if I do something like this, if members and address return false, I realize I said spelled Boolean wrong, by the way, but we'll get to that in a moment. Boil, there it is. All right, let's fire it off. Boom, address is not there. Okay, so that did not work. In my brain, it worked. Promise it did. But here it did not. Okay, so, if members dot, let's think. So basically, we want to see if there's a member with this address, right? So is there a members dot include address deal? Call it true. Really could just return that. If it'll work, this would work. Technically, we could just go return boom. Okay, so let's try. I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it wouldn't work. I knew it deep down. I freaking knew it. I knew it. All right, let's take a peek-see. Okay, so, we gotta go. Wait, that's not what they asked. Hold on. So they said create a public view function that is member that takes an address and returns a Boolean indicating whether the address exists or not. Indicating whether the address is a member or not. I feel like this is not what they asked to do or what they're showing. This is building the members array. Function add member. Yeah, this is building the members. Did I misread that? Did I misread that? Oh, there's a user error, guys. User error. So function add member is to add the members to the array. Okay, that user error. Touche, user error. Okay, so create an external function called add member, which adds a new member to this array, adds address to this array. Okay, so we actually don't really return anything here. What are we looking like now, right? What are we looking like now? Stack Club return add member is not found, no visible external function. Okay, that's a address, boom. Let's see. Turns boom. Hold the phone. Okay, let's take a look. See, so we have this add member, and then we loop through it is member, right? We return true or false. Got it. Okay. So why was it not? Here's my recording deal. Okay, so here we go. Boom. So we have this function add member relevant source code starts part. What? I just want to run it to see if it'll work. Okay, so we'll just go on to the next part then. Is member right here. And let's say it takes an address. And we'll say this is the member. And it's going to be an external function that is going to return, well, we obviously saw this, so a bool. And what we need to do is loop through the members array. And so we can say for uint I equals 0, I less than members dot length, and I plus plus to iterate through the array. And we'll say if members at I is equal to the member, we can return true, being that the member exists. And then else, if not, we can return false. Okay, let's run that. Let's see where we broke stuff. Member, oh, spelled member wrong. Member, he's part of the meme club. All right, function add member. I'm still confused. Oh, external, need that. All right, let's see. Fingers crossed. Not quite. So stack club dot add member, member one. Function add member is not visible, so external. Maybe if we do this, public, let's see. We in there? No. Okay, still not. Okay. So let's see. We have external view for the is member, but I don't know if that's necessarily, I guess it would cheapen the gas, right? But what is going on with this one? Function add member, members.push. Oh, I see. I made it a public deal. Maybe it didn't need to be public. Perhaps that's why. Okay. So let's take that off and let's try one more time. And this needs to be external. Yeah, what is going on, folks? So function add, oh, I spelled member wrong. Frustrating, embarrassing. Okay, so function add member. Let's see, so error A does not satisfy B. That's going to be this part, I believe. So if member A, let's see, function view returns. Let's try to make this public one last time to double check. What triple equals even? No. Okay, so it's expecting a primary expression. So const, where are we at here? So function is member. If they are a member, we're passing in the member. We're looping through it all. External view returns bool. And basically we're saying if the member at index I is a member, or this address, right? So this is really an address being passed in. So if members at this thing equals this address, then return true. Where did I break it? Where did I break the error left and right deal? Okay, let's take a look. See, so we have for UI 0, boom. External view looks good. We got a public deal. I don't think that's breaking it. Oh, right here, boom, return false. I had it one scope too high. Got it. Okay. So I think that'll fix it. Let's see. Fingers crossed. All right, guys, we got there. With the little wrestling. See, this is why we broke into two parts. So first we add the member to the members array. Guess this doesn't need to be public. And then looks like we loop through to check if someone is a member by their address. So, okay, cool. So on to the next. On to part 6. Ooh, we might have one more after 6. Cool. Okay, so the pop function removes, let's see. So it should remove it from the back, right? So storage arrays also have access to the pop member vehicle. Let's see. As you can see, pop will take the element off the top of the storage array. So last in, first out, right? So create a constructor that will add the deployer to the address. So we'll say address, and this will be deployer. I guess we could do public to keep it safe. And we'll say constructor. It's not how you spell constructor. And then we'll say deployer is equal to the msg.sender, the person who sends this contract. They are the ones who deployed it, the msg.sender. Okay, so cool. So we've done the first part, I believe. They are the numero uno member of the stack club. Create a remove last member function that will remove the last member added to the club. I'm going to move my face. Ensure that the remove last member can only be called by an existing member. Okay, that's important to know. So we need to maybe do it here potentially, or do a modifier, and ensure the add member can only be done by an existing member. Okay. So let's start with remove the last member, and then we'll tackle the other bits here. So we'll go function remove last member. I imagine we could actually not do an address deal. We could probably just do external. So no parameters, and then we just want to do members.pop, right? I think that's it, right? Members.pop. Let's think about it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do a little guard clause if members.length is greater than 0, right? Boom. Okay, cool. So that'll work. Or better yet, we could do guard clause the inverse and say if members.length is 0, or excuse me, even 1, return In other words, don't let them do this function. So that'll work too, right? Should, kind of. Okay, so the next thing we need to work on is a modifier. So this modifier is going to be of existing member, I imagine. Or it's going to be just existing member, and we need to continue the modifier, but how do we check if they are a member or not? Let's think. Modifier. Boom. There we go. Okay, so require, we want to require that they are an existing member. So how do we do this? So we want to, I suppose we could pass in, right? Function add member. We could pass in the address to this modifier here. Would actually be potentially one way to do it. Let's see. So I could say address, score address for the one that's being passed in. And I could say add member here. We could do existing member. And I'll also pass in the address here from, oh, did not mean to do that. Oh, they didn't like our expression function here. We'll try that one more time. Sweet. Okay, so they do like our expression function now, which is great. But okay, so our modifier, we're going to pass in the address as well into the function, into the modifier. That modifier address, we can also check if they're a member, right? So members require, maybe that's all we need to do. We'll take a look-see. But we also need to do it with remove member. So this does require an address as well in order to fire that off. So let's try. Expected a comma but got none. What darnation? Remove this. Why would you need a comma? Oh, duh. We don't need a comma there. So it doesn't like it though. Undeclared identifier. Why is it undeclared? Existing member. Well, let's take a look. Let's see where we're at. Let's see how far we got. Function is member. I love it. Remove last member. Oh, okay. Require. They did it a lot easier. It's just require is member. Pass in the message sender. Oh, duh. We had the is member function. Golly. But members push.member. Okay, cool. So add member, they push it and then delete it just like that. Okay, so we are going to do very similar to that, but we're just going to use the modifier instead because I like the modifiers, and I am definitely going to keep the return the length if it's not that. So okay, so we require what is it? Is member, and then we just pass in the msg.sender. Maybe that'll work, right? Function is member, it doesn't work. It's not yet visible. Okay, so if we do this modifier below, will that work? Require is member is not visible. Public, external. What if I change this to a public? Let's break some stuff, right? Let's see what we got, folks. Why can I not do this as a modifier? That's what I want to know. What I mean? So existing member as a modifier and external, boom. Is member is not yet visible when it's called. But I thought we could hoist in Solidity as well. Is member. Okay, well, we will not do the modifier then. Looks like that's not working either. Really exhausting all my options here, folks. And we forgot. Did I need to do something? Is members not yet? What did I break? So maybe the modifier was working. It was another issue. Function is member. External view returns bool. Let's take a look. See one more time. Okay, so we have constructor members push message sender. Sweet. Oh, I see. I actually did deployer there. Maybe that's why we're getting a little error. No. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking if they were checking if deployer deployed it and then someone else tried to delete it or something. I don't know. But is member public view returns. Is that not what we have? Public view. Oh, so maybe it was that. Maybe it was because we had the deployer deal. Okay. Let's delete that. And then let's actually try to make this a modifier because I think that's a little cleaner. So we'll say existing member. And again, we need to do our little underscore deal. And let's try. Let's pop it in right there. And should still work. Let's try. Code is running. Sweet. Let's run one more because I was kind of adjusting code while it was working. Guys, this is great. This is clean. Okay. Well, that was awesome. And that wraps it up. Okay. I'm glad we got to finalize that, figure that out, get to the nitty gritty of it. Next, we're learning structs, which is fun. Structs are great. That's a TypeScript data. It's a good time. So we'll loop back for that for the next episode, but I'll wrap this here. Super important to break code and mess around with it until it works. And we learned a lot. On the way. I think that's always the fun part. Is just learning. So I will see you on the next one. Cheers.